Hello students, in this lecture we are going to discuss question number 34 from exercise 5.1 of class 12 mathematics. The question is, find all the points of discontinuity of the function f defined by fx equals to modulus of x minus modulus of x plus 1. Before we start the solution, we will rewrite this function as per the conditions of modulus function. So, when this x is 0, then we have the value x equals to 0. If this x plus 1 is 0, then x is minus 1. It means we have 2 points. So, we can say that the domain is divided into different parts with the help of these 2 points. So this is the real number line and these are the points minus 1 and 0. So this domain is divided into this first part, second, third, fourth and fifth. So there are 5 parts. So we will discuss when x is less than minus 1. It means here, this is first part. So when x is less than minus 1, it means in place of this x, यहाँ माइनस रखेंगे तो ये क्या होगा, नेगेटिव होगा. It means minus x. Now this is minus sign. When we put any number less than minus 1, it means suppose minus 2, minus 3. So when we put minus 2, then minus 2 and plus 1 becomes minus 1. It means negative. जब आप यहाँ minus 2 put करेंगे तो ये value negative होगी. It means we will write minus x plus 1. Why? Because this is negative for this interval when x is less than minus 1. Now, if x lies between minus 1 and 0, it means when x lies between 0 and minus 1. Suppose we will consider x equals to minus half. आप minus half रखेंगे. यहाँ आप minus half रखेंगे. तो ये क्या होगा? Negative. It means minus x. Now this is minus which is given in the function. Now put x equals to minus half in the second function. So यहाँ minus half रखेंगे तो minus half plus 1. It is plus half. It means the value is positive. It means there is no change in this function. Okay? Now when x is greater than 0, it means when x is greater than 0. For this, it means the values are positive. Suppose 1, 2, 3 like this. So when we put 1 here, then it is positive. It means it is x. Now this is minus sign given in the function. Now when we put 1 in this second function, then 1 plus 1 is what? 2. It means positive. So there is no change in the sign. This is the sign given in the function itself. This sign and this sign. So we only discuss about the sign of this x and x plus 1. So in first case, when x is less than minus 1, suppose we are putting minus 2. यहाँ minus 2 रखेंगे, this is negative. तो यहाँ हमने minus लगा दिया क्योंकि negative है. ये minus sign फॉर्मूले में है, क्वेश्चन में. Now when we put minus 2, then minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. It means it is negative. इसलिए हमने यहाँ भी क्या लगाया? Minus sign. Okay? Now when x lies between minus 1 and 0, So suppose minus half. So when we put minus half here, then it is negative. That's why we are putting minus sign. Now this is the sign which is given in the function. Now come to this. When we put x equals to minus half, then minus half plus 1 is what? Plus half. It means this is positive. So this is positive. Now when x is greater than 0, it means 1, 2, 3 like this. Suppose we will put x equals to 1 and this is positive. So it is positive. Okay. Now this is the sign which is given in the function itself. Now when we put x equal to 1 in the second function, then it is 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is positive. Now what about at x equal to minus 1 and 0? We only consider this part, and the third part. But what about at x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 0? So put x equal to minus 1. When we put x equal to minus 1 here, then this is what? Negative. Okay? So where is negative? This is negative and this is negative. It means out of these two, we have to consider 1. Now when we put minus 1 here, then this is 0. And in this case, means in the case of modulus function, this 0 is also treated as positive. So when we put minus 1, then this is positive. So it is negative, but it is positive. So it is negative and this is positive. It means when x is equal to minus 1 is the case considered here. Okay. So we will write when x is greater than equal to minus 1 and less than 0, then this is the function. Now at x equal to 0. So put x equal to 0, it means it is positive. When we put x equal to 0, this is also positive. So both are positive. So this is the case. So here it is x greater than equal to 0. So when we simplify this, then we will get minus x, minus and minus become plus, and this is what? X plus 1. This is minus x. When we open the bracket, minus x minus 1. This is x minus 1. Now when we open the bracket, this is x and x cancel, only 1. Now this is minus 2x minus 1. X and x cancel out, this is minus 1. So with the help of this discussion, we can rewrite the given function as fx equals to this 1 if x is less than minus 1. This minus 2x minus 1 if x is greater than equal to minus 1 and less than 0. Okay? And this minus 1 when x is greater than equal to 0. So minus 1 if x is greater than equal to 0. So this is the new form of the given function. So now we will start the solution. Okay. So our number line is divided into 5 parts. Okay. Means the domain is divided into 5 parts. This is first, this is second, this is third, this point is fourth, and this is fifth. So for each partition we have a case. So it means we have to consider 5 cases. So let us start with case first. Case first means when x is less than minus 1. When x is less than -1, then the function is what? 1. Then fx equals to 1. So for any point C in the domain, directly we can write limit x tends to C, fx equals to fc equals to 1, because this is constant function. It means in this interval or in this partition we can say that the function is continuous. Therefore we can write f is continuous for all x is less than -1. Now come to case second. It means when x is what? Equal to -1. So at x equals to -1. This is the second case. So for this we will consider the left hand limit and the right hand limit. So left hand limit, it means when x is less than -1. So when x is less than -1, this is the function. So we can say limit x tends to -1 minus fx equals to limit x tends to -1 minus, and the function is 1, so its value is 1. Now right hand limit, limit x tends to -1 plus fx equals to limit x tends to -1 plus, now when x is greater than -1, then this is the function. It means -2x minus 1. When we will put the value, then this is -2 minus 1 minus 1. This is 2 minus 1 and the value is 1. So the left hand limit and right hand limits are equal, and the value of this function at this point -1 means when x is equal to -1, then this is the function. So when we put the value, then also we will get 2 minus 1, 1. So this implies that left hand limit equals to right hand limit equals to value of the function at the point are equal. Therefore, f is continuous at x equals to -1. Now we will consider the third case, case 3. Case 3. It means when x lies between -1 and 0. So this is the case when x is greater than -1 and less than 0. So when x is less than 0 and greater than -1, then the function is what? 2x minus 1. Then the function is -2x minus 1. For any point C in the domain, we can say that fc is -2c minus 1, and limit x tends to c, fx is also -2c minus 1. So these two are equal, then this implies that limit x tends to c, fx equals to fc. So we can say that this function is continuous in this domain, means in this interval from -1 to 0. Therefore, we can write f is continuous for all x less than 0 and greater than -1. Now come to case 4. So case 4, it means at x equal to 0. At x equals to 0. So we will find the left hand limit. So when x is less than 0, then the function is what? Minus 2x minus 1. So we can write limit x tends to 0 minus fx equals to limit x tends to 0 minus, and the function is minus 2x minus 1. When we will put the value of x, then this is minus 2 into 0 minus 1, and the answer is minus 1. Now the right hand limit x tends to 0 plus fx equals to limit x tends to 0 plus. When x is greater than 0, then the function is minus 1. So this is minus 1, and finally the answer is minus 1. And the value of the function at 0 means when x is equal to 0, this is the function. So directly the answer is minus 1. So this implies that left hand limit equals to right hand limit equals to the value of the function at the point. All are equal. Therefore, we can say that f is continuous at x equals to 0. Now we will consider the fifth case. Case 5. It means when x is greater than 0. So when x is greater than 0, it means the function is what? Minus 1. So for any point C in the domain, we can say that limit x tends to C, fx equals to fc equals to what? Minus 1, because the function is constant function. So by the definition of continuity, we can say that therefore f is continuous for all x greater than 0. It means for all the cases the function is continuous. It means there is no point of discontinuity. This implies that there is no point of discontinuity. It means this given function is continuous throughout the domain. So we can say that hence the given function is continuous for all x belongs to